Problem. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Arguments with My Brother with myself, Jenny, and my brother, Nick, where we continue our discussions of arguing. Gets a bit intense. We're going to try and stay on topic today. We're going to try and keep it in the right time zone as well because we've been getting a bit distracted. There's too many things happening at once.
Too many things.
Too many things. So what we've decided to do today is
just hold on a sec, because I like the meandering things we do. I think it's fun. Why are we staying on point? You know, what's the rush? Just chill. Just chill.
Gotta get it done.
Hello, welcome to Arguments with My Brother. We're going to get back to the topic today, and we're going to do this. Blah blah blah. Blah. Just you know. Hey, we're not in a rush for anything. Did you see this story, by the way, about, because we spoke about cheese last week, right?
We did.
We spoke about cheese, and there were a few comments on Insta sort of saying, "Oh yeah, I want the extra cheese fat," but there were no fucking reviews, were there? No reviews. I didn't see any reviews. No reviews. No cheese fat. Not at all.
You're a strict man, Mr. Wynn. Very strict.
We have processes here, and we live and die by the process, and that's that. And I was meant to get a fact for today's topic, but I haven't, so I might quickly Google one whilst you're talking to tempt people to leave reviews for facts. Anyway, last week we talked about cheese. And I saw this story a couple of hours ago, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. So apparently science
Big fan.
says there's a specific kind of music that makes cheese taste better. Okay, so this is Swiss researchers, okay, from, where's the story? It's on Fast Company. They played several different kinds of music for cheese as it aged. And this was researched by the Bern University of Arts. Not even joking.
University of Arts, right? With you, okay.
Yeah, so I'd like you to have a guess. I'm going to give you two chances to guess the kind of music that Swiss cheese enjoys the most.
Right, so my first guess will be classical.
Wrong.
Cheese pop.
You'd think it would be pop, cheesy pop, and you'd be wrong.
Oh
no. Science says hip hop makes cheese taste better. So apparently, a Tribe Called Quest was the best. If you want your cheese to have the best flavor, you need to expose it to a Tribe Called Quest. So that's the whole thing. So apparently, and that's science. I feel we need to test this. I feel we need to test this. Is it during the maturing process? Like, can you just play it to your block of cheddar? Yeah. So it was a 6 months, and it was done on Emmental cheese, and apparently one of the wheels aged with 24-hour exposure to Led Zeppelin's "Stairway to Heaven." Can you imagine? Can you imagine having exposure to Led Zeppelin's "Stairway to Heaven" for 24 hours for 6 months?
I think I wouldn't mature very well at all in that. I mean, listening to any song for that long period of time, it's not okay. No. Do we think that maybe different types of cheeses prefer different music? Like cheddar prefers a bit of that, and Edam prefers that, and you know.
That's a good point. I don't know. They haven't really done the research. These researchers.
Well, they need to get it together.
They've only done it on Emmental, you know. So maybe Brie likes a bit of, you know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of
smooth jazz.
Smooth jazz, nice, great.
Right, great, nice. No, but the thing is, and I feel that these are, and like, who's judging if it does taste better? Is it them?
This is true. I mean, as last week's show, you know, sort of highlighted, you know, tastes differ in an immense fashion. So yeah, I think it's a big, but apparently science.
Science is it?
Should we move on? Should we get on with it?
Yes. So, first detour is over, ladies and gents. We're getting back onto the subject. So, as it's Euros and all that lot, anyone who knows me knows I'm a huge football fan.
Yeah.
We decided to do something related to that. And so we had a bit of back and forth, but obviously our knowledges had different levels in terms of how much I knew about football. So what we've done is the best of both worlds. We've decided to say, what was it, most iconic footballer? Is that what we're saying it is?
Yes, the WhatsApp from you was most iconic footballer. I think we should have still gone with best football song. Because you listed some, and I've got some bangers, but we'll go with most iconic footballer. I think that makes an awful lot of sense.
Well, Jen, as I said, those are the only three that I know. So
Jen, it's coming home.
It's not coming home, mate.
It's coming home. It's coming home.
Not this year, I don't think. But yeah, and that's just me in terms, but I remember I was speaking to your wife about it and she said, you're going to be one of those glory people that when you get through to like the semi-finals, then you're going to watch the match. I'm like, yeah.
Well, at least you're honest about that. That's good,
I'm not claiming to be a huge fan. I can name no person who plays on the England football team currently.
Seriously, you can't name any of the England football players at the moment? None?
No, don't think I can. Kane, Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, there we go. There's one.
There you go.
Well done, can you name any other footballers playing at the Euros whatsoever?
No. Ericsson, because he had the heart attack.
Yeah, that was pretty. Actually, that was pretty horrific to watch.
That was pretty horrific to watch, to be fair.
Unless you're Scottish, of course, in which case the goal from the Czech Republic yesterday was pretty horrific to watch as well from the halfway line.
Oh dear.
Sorry for our friends up north.
Sorry about that.
Looking forward to Saturday's match.
So we decided to do iconic footballers. So I've gone with a pretty classic, easy one, I think people will say. But I think more people will know. And Nick, I've got no clue what he's gone for, and I probably don't know him. But we'll see. We'll try. We'll see what happens.
Jen, I've got a coin here. I'm going to flip it heads or tails.
Tails, please.
Tails it is. Do you want to kick off or change ends?
I like it.
You like it.
I like it. You know what? I think I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Just get it done with.
The floor is yours. This is going to be fantastic. I'm just going to shut up. I'm going to shut up and just inhale this goodness. Go.
So, as you may have understood by my sarcasm and just my last explanation about the last 3 minutes, really, I don't know a lot about football, and I don't know a lot of players. I don't know. I think I've got the rules down. The rules I think I'm all right with. But in terms of when it actually comes up with keeping up with stuff, I'm not very good. Not very good at all. So I've gone for the most iconic football player for myself. And I chose this man because he's very, very pretty. Number one, right? Very pretty. I mean, wow. And as well, I remember, I feel I've grown up with him because he started to have his big hits, kind of the big hits. It wasn't a singer. His big career changes, I guess, were happening in the 90s. And I've followed all of his haircuts, and he was just a genuinely cool guy. And now he's actually even got a whiskey that he's got. And that's pretty cool. I think anyone who owns a whiskey is pretty cool. And I just think he's the classiest one of them all. And ladies and gentlemen, it is, of course, David Beckham. OBE. So even the Queen's a fan.
Yeah, not so much a fan. She hasn't given a fucking knighthood yet, has she? See?
Well, that's because... And the only thing I will say about David Beckham, and if you're listening, David, please don't take this personally.
Oh, yeah, David. Yeah, just yeah, if you're listening.
Right? Is... His voice, everything's fine until he opens his mouth. And then, I don't know, the facade of this hunky man is just kind of taken down. It's like, oh, yeah, well, I actually quite like playing football. And it's quite nice. And yeah, so that's the only thing that I think, that's my only critique towards David Beckham. But he's a classic, he was in Man United, I know that. He had curtains, I know that. He married Victoria from Spice Girls, I know that. He's got whiskey.
All information you can get from Hello Magazine.
Well, mate, at least I'm being honest about it. I'm not even pretending that I even know,
That's
right?
True.
I don't even know what position he played. Centre? Forward? I don't... Do these even... What are the positions in football? This is hard.
Are you... okay, so he used to be a midfielder. And you used to... you think of David Beckham and... Okay, so let's try... Icon. Is he an icon? Yeah. No, I think the thing
is an icon. He's the one who's Bend It Like Beckham. There's like a whole movie and expression named after him. Great movie, by the way. Takes me back.
It's a good movie, actually. But no, but I think he became he's the one who used his image the most to his gain his advantage in terms of like business and stuff like that. He played for Man United. He played for LA Galaxy, Real Madrid, England, AC Milan, PSG.
He was captain of England, I believe.
Captain of England, scored that awesome free kick against Greece last minute of the World Cup qualifiers to make sure we qualify for the World Cup. But red card against Argentina in 1998 in the quarterfinals. Remember that?
I mean, you're just these are all, I've written all this down. You're just taking all of these out.
Really this is the stuff you've written down. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah.
I don't know. I just think he's just. But it was too much hype. There's too much hype around Beckham and this, that, and the other. Okay, he's maybe one of the biggest stars, but I wouldn't call him. He's no longer the biggest star. I think he benefits.
I'd say he's iconic. He's an icon of football.
But is he the best icon of football?
Maybe not, but he's the only one I know, Nick. Okay.
This is the thing. It's such a tough because we're not talking about. With icon, you're not talking about the best footballer ever, in which case it would be a hard no way Beckham. Nah, not at all.
Right. We're talking about the most iconic.
Yeah. And I think, and that changes as well from generation to generation. Like Neymar now would be like or Ronaldo or Messi would be like the biggest icon. But of all time, you need to look at like the impact on the game. And I just don't think he impacted the game that much. I think he was like, a little playboy, spice boy, does his thing.
Nick's throwing shade at Beckham.
Well, the thing that most people remember is his fucking haircuts. Right?
I really want to argue against that, but I can't. I have nothing. No, but it's also, but he did play good, didn't he? And he,
Yeah, he was all right.
And
but he's not the sort of guy that you go.
He wants to, help young people get into sport in America, which I think is good. And
yeah, but I kind of it's not balanced. I think to do that stuff, you need to be good at the on the pitch stuff, and it just wasn't balanced out. I don't know. And plus,
he was good at on the pitch stuff, though. Come on.
Yeah, but he wasn't the best. He wouldn't be named in like the best of all time sort of team. You know what I mean? He'd be. I don't know. Yeah.
But again, we're not talking best. We're talking iconic, Nick.
Yeah, but you need to. Yeah, but you need. There needs to be an argument for them to be included in the best of all time. Okay, so like the way I define iconic, right, is like they're famous and popular, but they need to consider to represent opinions and the way they play at a particular time. Like, what's David Beckham's opinion on anything? Apart from, football's good and you should use sport to run around. And my hair's really nice.
I'm pretty sure doesn't he help Harry with the Help for Heroes thing?
The Invictus stuff.
Yeah. So that's something.
Yeah.
Right, okay, well, let's hear yours then. Come on then.
I could have got, so I'm going to go on one now because I've got, as I said, the iconic thing was an important phrasing for me, okay, because we're not talking about the best football ever in terms of skill. Everyone knows who that is, don't they? I mean, everyone knows who that is.
It's
Vinnie Jones.
Vinnie Jones.
Vinnie Jones or Gary Neville.
Yeah, or what's the other one? Who does Match of the Day? Lineker. Yeah, he's pretty iconic, to be fair. That's quite a good one.
I think we're looking too recently though. You've got to look back. Football's been around for ages, and I think some of the most iconic names have been in the past. Like Pele is one. Everyone knows who Pele is. Everyone's like, oh yeah, Pele, Brazil, World Cup. He's he won it twice. He came on. Do you not know who Pele is?
I might not know who Pele is.
Are you fucking for real? You must know who. Everyone knows who Pele is.
I might not know who Pele is.
For fuck's sake! Oh my god! It's like talking to someone from Mars. What is this game? Football? It's like, oh my god. 1970 World Cup. He won 3 World Cups. He came in at 17. Like he was like the first global star. And then there's like Maradona. Do you know who Maradona is, Jen?
That rings a bell. They're from Brazil?
Argentina.
Right.
You picked this subject.
What I wanted to do something football related to help the women. That's popular right now, isn't it? Jesus.
Popular. It's on trend.
Look,
So
it's making me look more of a fool than anything. So I don't know. I feel you should just bask in this.
Maradona. Pretty up and down character. Quite literally, considering his addiction to the old Colombian marching powder. If you know what I mean.
Right. I see. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that stuff. Hand of God from 80. I wrote it down. 86 World Cup. Like the one where he scored a goal with his hand against England, and nothing. No,
that's really not ringing a bell.
Right, okay, this is going to go on. I nearly went for Cantona as well, Eric Cantona.
Cantona.
There we go. Yeah. You know Cantona.
I only know that because he's got a song. That's the only reason I know it.
That is he's got a song.
He played for Man U.
He did play for Man U. He played for Leeds and he played for Man United. Yeah, he came out with this. He came out with his famous quote: "When the seagulls follow the trawler, it is because they think sardines will be thrown back into the sea." Just like that. See, I don't know what it means.
That accent is something else.
It is. The thing is, we've mentioned a footballer in the past who also has a song on the podcast. No. Thingy, Alex from Glastonbury.
Stormzy?
Alex from Glastonbury did a song with the guy Tracy, Dave, called Thiago Silva, and that's about a footballer. Anyway.
Are you going to get to your point, or?
I nearly went for another one, which is Megan Rapinoe. So, female football player.
Oh.
Yeah.
How modern of you.
How modern, but no, seriously, won the World Cup 2 times, has done loads for equality and speaking out against Trump at the time.
Is that the one with the pink hair?
Yeah, totally, yeah. She's wicked.
I don't like her. She annoys me.
Why does she annoy you? What's wrong with you?
Just because she does.
How?
I don't know, she just does. Moving on.
I picked a guy called George Best.
I know him.
I knew you'd know George Best. Of course, of all the fucking footballers, you'd know George Best. Why do you know George Best?
Because he was a raving alcoholic.
He was. But that's not why he should be remembered, though. He was named the fifth Beatle, right? Okay, he helped Man United win their first league title for years alongside some other really big players, Bobby Charlton and Dennis Law. And he wasn't even 19. He scored a winning goal in the European Cup final. Pele, who you'll know, Jen, maybe.
I do know Pele now, yeah.
Now you do, yeah.
He's from Brazil.
He is from Brazil, yeah. And where's Maradona from?
He's from Argentina.
There we go, we're getting there, fantastic. Yeah. Pele called George Best the greatest ever player. And yeah, okay, he was kind of known for liking his liking a little bit of a drink or so, and it's essentially very sadly what did actually end him. But he was the best player of a generation, and he didn't even make it to like a World Cup or anything because he was playing for fucking Northern Ireland, poor bloke, but he was and like there's so many awesome quotes he said, but like there's one which was, I spent a lot of money on booze, birds and fast cars. The rest I squandered. It's class. What a great quote.
I know that quote. Yeah. It's pretty good.
No, so I think, George, if you talk of icons and guys who are sort of like reflected the time period they were in, sort of late 60s, early 70s, partying, living out, off season on yachts with, pretty young women and drinking loads and really sort of living life in the fast lane at that sort of age. It's like you could drop him into any time period from then forward and he'd fit into football. Because he had a natural ability, but he also, like, off the pitch, he was very much that. He had that swagger about him, and he had that. And whereas with Beckham, it was almost like he had a bit of swagger, and he had the hair and stuff, but he never really said anything that was off the wall. He never really sort of.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah. I see what you mean there. Yeah.
So no, I think Georgie Best. I think he's class, and he scored some wicked goals, like especially against Benfica in sort of European Cup finals. I'm sounding like a bit of a Norse here. I apologise. I apologise. I'm getting so into the football at the moment. It's unreal. So I was watching George Best videos the other day. I was like, yeah, this is the guy, you know. And we could have gone with Cantona and some of the stuff he did, and we could have gone with Pele or Maradona or Rapinoe.
I thought you might have gone with
Messi or Ronaldo.
What's that one? The one David with the moustache.
Seaman.
Yeah. I liked him. I thought he was quite a nice guy. He's just always seemed like a nice guy, didn't he?
He's a nice chap. Not the safest pair of hands always, you know, but, you know, not nice guy.
All right. Well, I've learned a lot. In this podcast. Thank you for opening my eyes for that, because so far the hands-on experience I've had with Euro is helping Nick's son stick his stickers in his book.
Yep, the Panini stickers. If you have any Panini stickers, let us know. Get in contact documents with my brother, and I can let you know our swapsies. Charlie was very much into it, and then he sort of got off it. And
now Sam's into it, is she?
Now Sam's fully into it. She's like the one. She's there with like bits of paper everywhere with like codes on it. Honestly, it's like she's trying to break the Enigma. It's like when they were trying to break the Enigma machine around here at the moment. It's mad.
Well, I think it's cute because she's obviously got it into her head that she absolutely has to finish that book and fill it up.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We met some friends at the Baddie the other day, and the kid brought the Panini stickers along, and they weren't in the right order of teams, and so we went off and took the kids swimming and stuff, and we came back, and Sam had been sat there making sure they were all nice ordered and stuff. You know, it was like, "Oh, thanks, that's really good." And I was like, "Yeah, okay." No, so I went into it, but no, I think there's so many different players you could have gone for, but this doesn't feel much like this. This wasn't much of an argument. This felt like more like a bit of an education. Maybe we pick something.
It was an education. Yeah,
maybe we pick something next
week that I know you know a bit more about.
Yeah, you know more about and I know nothing about.
Ooh, that would be fun.
What do you think we could go for?
Ooh, I have to think about that. Ooh. But anyway, so let's see, and you know, and this is just, by the way, this is just how out of scope I am with it. I almost asked if America had qualified for the Euros, and of course they haven't, because they're not in Euro. So just so we know, my education is really bad, honestly, and that's just geographics. I mean, honestly, I've completely humiliated myself for the entertainment of you people. So I hope your teams do very well. I'll be watching England if they make it through to the semi. If not, probably not.
Oh, we'll see. We're in Italy for the final, so I really hope it's not an England-Italy final. Otherwise, I'm going to be sort of like, yeah, you're going to. It's already quite
like in a corner, like, yeah, okay.
No, as always, let us know what you think. Who is your most iconic football player ever? Whether it's what we've said, or, you know, a Rapinoe, or a I can't think of any other fucking footballers. Johan Cruyff or someone like that. Let us know your thoughts. As always, leave us a review, and I will send you a football fact. A football fact. Soccer fact. Sorry, we should have said it was. We didn't say at the start, did we, that it was soccer, not football?
But I think they probably understood that, though. To be fair,
maybe.
I mean, it's not me, is it? Listening, the people have a bit more sense than I do.
I'd love you to be on the shoes on the other foot, and you're at home listening, going, how come they didn't mention, like, you know, Brett Favre, or, you know, Dan Marino, or, you know, Tom Brady? They're talking about football, you know? No, gone. No ideas. You've overloaded me. There's only so much room in my brain. All right, I can see smoke coming out of your ears. We'll better call it here, okay? Yeah. All right, well, everybody, have a nice week. And speak next time. Yes. Bye.